Welcome back to Season 3 of Cowboy Cartel Live, every Sunday on Facebook and YouTube at 8:30 p.m. Central. This podcast delves into all things hats, boots, and everything Western related. We're truly grateful for the continued support from American Hat Company and Joby's Hats. American Hat Company, proud to be an American, proud to wear an American. American Hat is the official hat of Cowboy Cartel. And if you're looking for the perfect fit, look no further than Joby's Hats, our official hat shaper. Visit them in Fort Worth, Texas, or check them out online at jobyshats.com. Cowboy Cartel is proud to announce our new online hat shaping school. For more information, check out cowboycartelgroup.com, and don't forget to check out our store while you are there. We have added quite a few new items, and more are on the way. Now let's check in with the boys to see what's been happening this week.
Hey guys, welcome back. Thanks for joining us tonight. Happy Sunday. As usual, I'm Joe.
I'm Connor.
And that's your cue.
Vanessa.
Vanessa is still here with us, helping us out. Lorena is still in Mexico. She'll be back. She'll be back for the next one.
Still MIA.
MIA, yes. So we have special guest with us, Joao, and he is from Brazil. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
So this is going to be a really laid back podcast because we have been at the hat shaping school all weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. We didn't just do the hat shaping school. We also took them to the new grand opening of Joby's Hats. And then we took them to the stockyards and wound up at the rodeo. So that was it was unscheduled, but it's been a long weekend, and I can't wait for tomorrow. I might have to take half a day off and just rest.
That's fun.
Anyway, thanks for joining us. And speaking of Joby's Hats, huge shout out to Joby's Hats and American Hat Company, the biggest supporters of what we do. We really appreciate them. Without them, we wouldn't be here, and we wouldn't have had some really great seats for the rodeo this weekend. And we got to see the new grand opening. There was a lot of people there.
Oh yeah. It was packed. Wow.
And Connor's giving me that look. My first day. So yeah, it was packed. I have video from the stockyards. I have video from the rodeo. I have video from Joby's Hats, the grand opening, and I'm going to put that out this week. I'll piece it together. We'll put out probably a short video of some kind. That shouldn't be too hard to do.
As long as you have time.
I have time. I'll make time.
Right.
There's never time. There's never enough time.
No.
We need about 3 more people.
Agreed.
So, Joao, you came from Brazil all the way to America, and we actually talked several times. You tried to get to, I think we talked about the Houston class, and then there was another class in Fort Worth prior to this one that we couldn't make happen, and then made it to this one. So so give us a little background, because you have been shaping hats for 10 years, and under the name, you shape under a different name.
Yes, my name in Brazil is Baratella. That's why the guys know about me.
Okay.
And I shape hats for 11 years, and all the Cowboy Cartel group.
All right.
And each corner, and try to learn a little bit and fix the problems I have.
Yeah,
we have.
So you do a great job shaping.
Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. Your shapes are good. You came to learn some tricks and tips that Connor.
Yes,
and I hope Connor met your expectations and was able to teach you something.
I hope so.
It's a long way if you didn't.
Yeah. Way to make me feel inadequate.
No, absolutely. You could see, you could see that he got through the shapes pretty fast when he did them. But there was always something to learn, like your technique for shaping straw is completely different. And so that was good. How long are you here? You're here just till Tuesday now.
Yes, all a week, like 80 days,
Okay.
and just come for a class
Okay.
and spend time with our friends
Mhm.
and meeting you,
Mhm.
Connor. It's everyone's
All right.
what's that I want.
So in Brazil, you have a store? Do you go to events? Tell us about your shaping in Brazil?
I don't have a store.
Uh-huh.
I'm go with the partner stores
Okay.
to events, like jackpots, rodeos,
Right.
and it shape hats like reshape hats,
Mhm.
and some people buy a new hat in the store and shape too.
Okay. Nice. So primarily, it's a lot of reshapes. Then you do a lot of
Yes,
reshapes.
yes. Brazil is different here.
And so there's a lot of straw, hats in Brazil.
Yes,
And-
I think the straw is most popular in Brazil.
Right. But you do have some wool hats.
Yes,
And some felt.
wool and felt. I have a beaver too.
Beaver too.
Yeah,
Nice.
but not much.
Yeah. Not many American hats down there. Is there?
Have,
Yeah.
but no much.
Not much. Yeah. Well, it's really interesting. So, walk us through what's the difference between. So you have PBR down there. You have Brazilian
Yes,
PBR,
yes.
and you have rodeos too. So tell us a little bit about that because you go to these events.
Right, and some guys test me,
Mhm.
"Hey, you are in Texas. Can you shape my hat?" The
Really?
Brazilian guy,
Really?
yeah.
Okay.
I'm excited about that.
Nice. So are you gonna shape them for
I don't know if I have time.
them? we have a couple steamers,
Yes,
a few.
you can bring me. Thank you.
Yeah. So Fenolio, it's a pretty interesting story. Let's talk about the Fenolios. So James Fenolio, American Hat, they've given us steamers for our shaping school. We tried a new venue that we are working with here in Fort Worth, and we hope that we are able to continue it with them because it's pretty good area and very close to us. But there was some power issues. We plugged in and immediately blew all the breakers. So we had to start finding out the power. We were using the Jiffies,
4 of them.
4 of them, and that was too much. 2 was also too much.
Well, the thing is with the Jiffies, they require constant power.
Yeah.
They require a constant feed of high amperage.
Yeah, you can use one Jiffy and get away with it. Like, you're not going to have any problems if you're using a Jiffy in your house.
But if you push 4,
Yeah.
you're going to have issues because they require constant power. Whereas a boiler system like the Fenolio steamers,
Yeah.
they require that power to heat up, and then that's it.
Mm-hmm.
They back down a little bit until they need to kick the boiler on again.
Right. So we called Fenolio here in the stockyards, and we were able to go over and get another steamer, which uses less power. And so we were able to run 2 Fenolios, and we did wind up using 2 Jiffies at the same time. What did you think of the Fenolio steamers?
No, a good steamer. I have one in Brazil.
Okay.
I bring it here, go to Brazil, and works me better.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Have you ever used the Jiffy steamers?
Yes, I use.
Yeah. Definitely.
It's different.
Yeah.
It's different.
It's a great steamer to have as a backup. It's a great steamer to have in your house.
I have one.
If you want
An old one, but
if you're shaping your own hats, personally, if you're not doing 30 hats a week,
Right.
Maybe
The Jiffy's the way to go if you're just shaping your own hats at home.
Yeah.
It absolutely is. There's no reason to have a big boiler system or anything like that
Right.
if you're just doing your own hats or touching up your hats.
Mm-hmm.
I think the name is the personal steamer. On the
Personal?
Jiffy. I think it's.
Personal steamer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Show in the box.
It might. We've got the boxes because we transport them in the boxes. I have to look at that and see. That's a good point because we need to contact Jiffy and see what they think. Now I've been to stores. Cavender's has a Jiffy as a backup. There's a lot of stores that either will run a Jiffy primarily or they'll run a Jiffy as a backup because if you don't have an autofill system, you've got a 15 to 20 minute downtime when you're filling a big boiler steamer, pressure steamer. I guess.
Well, yeah, because the Jiffy is a constant flow system. It flows through the tank, runs through the heater, comes out. So as long as it has water, it's going to keep going. Whereas a boiler system, you have to fill it, turn it on, and wait for it to pressurize. And when it runs out of pressure, it has to heat back up.
Mm-hmm.
Or if it runs out of water, you have to bleed the pressure, fill it, and then wait 15, 20 minutes.
Yeah. So, I mean, it can be.
They both have their pros and cons, for
absolutely,
sure.
Absolutely. But, if you need a lot of steam and you need to get through a hat,
the Fenolio is the way to go.
Any kind of pressurized steamer.
Any boiler is going to be a game changer for anyone.
Mm-hmm. So how do you do that when you are traveling and going to events? You take
I take my.
You take both, or
Yes, I take both. I have two boilers, one, the big one, two, and the Phenoglos, the small one, and I bring two.
Yeah.
And
how hard are those to get down in Brazil? Is it easy to come by a steamer like that?
Yes, about the steamer.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Don't have a steamer like that one, Phenoglos in Brazil.
Right.
Yes.
Okay. So,
let's do it.
Yeah, I was going to say we'll hook you up and you take them down there because you're actually doing a hat shaping school in Brazil.
Yes.
Yeah. And so, how's that going for you? How many classes have you had so far?
Had 3 classes.
Mm-hmm.
One last year and this year 2 classes.
Okay.
And like 10 students.
Uh-huh.
And they can shape by a Jiffy, can shape by a boiler steam. And like I'm just putting they reshape hats, not the new ones. Like that's they want in Brazil.
Yeah.
I think.
So mostly brims.
Yes.
Yeah.
Brims and how shape brims and how cut brims.
Okay.
And fix the crowns.
Mm-hmm. So do you sand the brims down after you cut them when you're down there?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. I didn't know if that was common or thing other than what we do here. Because I saw on your Instagram where you cutting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In Brazil, years ago they are popular. They use like a 5-inch brim.
Okay.
And right now they wanna use like a 4 or 4.25 brim.
Yeah.
And now all people want it.
Right. We deal with that at the store a lot. People they'll buy a 5-inch because we don't have any 4 1/4s and then they want to cut it down, or they'll buy a 4 1/4 and they want to cut it to a 4. So we cut hats daily.
Yeah.
Maybe I do. I think.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, it's common because if you get a 20X at Joby's, they're all 5-inch, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
20X Americans are going to be 5-inch brims.
Yeah. And Connor just informed me today that Joby had a sale today, and didn't get that out to you guys. We've been busy. Sorry.
It's been a hectic weekend. There was a lot going on.
Yeah. Speaking of a lot going on, we talked a little bit about going to the Red Steagle, the Cowboy Gathering, and we went to the finals last night. What did you think of that? Did you? It's completely different rodeo.
Yes.
It's a ranch rodeo.
It's a ranch rodeo, the Red Steagle, and Brazil, and long time ago had like that ones.
Okay.
But right now don't have. Only the roads like a bull rider and a horse rider, a bronc rider, and this is different, but it's be fun.
Yeah, it was interesting.
We are really cowboys.
It was a pretty interesting event. We got to see a lot of cool people. We got some prospects for more guests on the podcast, so we'll be lining that stuff up. Hey, this is we pretty much are going to be able to fill all of November up, and then we're talking about going to Vegas in December. Still working on that. We'll let you guys know as soon as that, gets solidified and we know how it's going to happen. But I think we're going to go to Vegas and we'll be doing some stuff from Vegas, hopefully. Maybe some lives, maybe some podcasts. I don't know. We got to figure it out logistically too, because we got to take all this gear down there.
I'd rather drive. I'd rather drive.
Yeah. Connor and I have been debating on,
No, we haven't been debating. We've been arguing. He wants to fly. I want to drive.
Hey, if we can make it work flying, we're flying. If I have to be a Baracus you,
You're gonna have to.
it's okay.
I don't like the screaming metal death tube.
I'll crush up a Xanax and put it on your donut.
Make it 4.
All right.
Put me on a plane. It ain't gonna be fun.
It'll be fine, Connor.
I had a 2-hour flight to Michigan this year, and I thought it was gonna kill me.
Michigan is more than 2 hours away.
I don't
Brazil
know.
is 9.
Yeah.
I couldn't do that. I couldn't. I can't sit still that long. At least in a vehicle, I have stuff to look at.
Try going to
You
Japan.
still like did.
I can't. No, I can't.
Sorry.
That's okay.
I can't just sit still and, I don't know, stare at the screen in front of me right here. And
Just watch movies. Just watch movies.
I couldn't.
Or
I
take
watched.
games.
I had to watch the flight tracker when I went. I had to see how fast we were going, how high in the air we were. I had to learn.
Oh.
I had to do something to keep me occupied because I was terrified.
You're not a driver.
Huh? Drive, yeah. You want?
I would much rather drive. Put me in the truck. I'll set the cruise at 80 and we'll get there.
Well, here's the problem with that. Your truck uses a lot of gas. Want to drive to Brazil? Because we're talking about going to Brazil with Joao.
Say when.
Okay, well, if we're going to Brazil, how are you getting
by a
there?
car?
I mean, if we could get there by car, I would.
You can't.
I know we can't, but if we could, I mean, technically we can.
No, I don't.
You
think
have to
can.
go now.
We'd have to go. We'd have to get on a ship, put the truck on a ship, then we can go. I'm fine going on a boat. I'm cool with a boat.
Okay.
I'm cool with a ship. Don't like planes.
You'd rather drown.
I could tread water.
For how long?
Till I can't. Put me in the water. I ain't scared.
Okay. All right.
I'll tread water until something pulls me under. How about that?
Might not be too long.
Then it won't be my concern, will it?
Well, I mean, it might hurt a little.
I don't think I'll feel it.
Okay.
If something pulls me under, I don't think I'm going to feel it.
All right. All right. We'll see.
So driving to Vegas, we've decided.
No, we're not driving to Vegas. If we can, if I can figure out how to ship everything,
You can. I'll carry it. I'll throw it in the truck and I'll ship it for
I'm
you.
not paying for your gas.
Well,
It's going to be a lot more money in gas than flying. Maybe.
I don't know. I mean, I can go about 500 miles on a tank. That's $100.
All right. We'll work on that.
I don't want to.
We got that. We got that.
Just making sure everybody knows, making sure it's clear that I don't want to fly.
So you fly a lot, or
No.
No.
No, just
But are
drive
you
around.
scared of flying like Connor, or
No.
no?
It's
Fine.
I'm scared. Okay.
Yeah, you miss
Yeah,
out on all
yeah.
the opportunities.
Yes.
Yeah. So you just gotta, even if you are scared, you just gotta get on the plane.
I'm outnumbered. I need an adult.
So let's talk about Joby's hats, and we saw Best Hat also yesterday. What did you think of that? How is it different from what you see in Brazil? Is it completely different, or do you have big stores like that?
Brazil have a good stores.
Yeah.
Not like or just about hats, you know. Here is big.
Yeah.
Big. Hat bar,
Mhm.
like hat store in the closest.
Yeah, let up just a little bit. Wait, there you go. That's all right. You know, it's funny because Texas has a bunch of hat stores, right?
Yes.
They're not as common throughout the rest of the world. You'll have Western stores throughout the rest of the country anyway, but you'll have more chain like things. You know, you have
Boot Barn,
Boot Barn.
Cavenders.
Yeah,
Yes.
Boot Barn, Cavenders. you do have independent Western stores,
Absolutely.
and some of them are really good. Like Howell Western in Howell, Michigan, they sent a shaper here for the school. So
This will be the second shaper. Well, technically, fourth person from Howell that I've taught.
yeah, and
Because I've taught the owner, I've taught Danny, and I've taught his wife Erin, and now Emma.
okay,
So I've taught 4 people from that store how to shape,
all right.
and they are kicking it. They're doing awesome.
Yeah, I mean they're doing a lot of, but they're doing a lot of fashion hats
They're doing
too,
a
right?
lot of fashion hats and a lot of crazy stuff up there.
Yeah, I'm absolutely surprised at how many hats they're doing in Michigan. At Cavender's in Austin, I don't think we did as many as they're doing
Well,
up there in Michigan.
They've kind of cornered that market. I mean, fortunately, in the area they're at, there's not a lot of opportunities to get hats and stuff like that. And there's a boot barn,
Yeah,
but the boot barn is doing their marketing for them
yeah.
because they're not taking the care of the customers,
Right.
so they're coming to Howell Western to see them.
Well, we're going to try and get the guys from Boot Barn up in Michigan down here too. That way, we've got to have some competition.
Let's stir the competition. Let's stir the
Gotta
pot
have
up.
some
There.
competition.
Let's see if we
Competition
can't.
is healthy.
Let's see if we can't turn that town of Howell into a war zone.
Yes. So, how about you, and how about Brazil? Do you guys do any fashion hats at all down there?
Some guys do it in Brazil, but personally, I don't.
It's not very common down there.
Maybe will be. So maybe it will be.
It could be. It could be.
Could be. So.
You have the opportunity to make that happen if you want to.
There you
Yes.
go. You're going to have to take take your skills down there and just say, all right, you know what? Look at this.
Yes, I can shape, but
No?
I like on the crown.
Hellway crowns?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, it doesn't matter how crazy you can shape if you can't do the basic bread and butter shapes, then it's not going to take you very far.
Right.
That's what I think.
So if you focusing on your main shapes, your cattlemans, your bricks, stuff like that, you're golden.
Yeah, absolutely. So what's next for you? You have a great following on Instagram, and actually, I had a lot of people from Brazil follow me this week just because you were posting stuff about the school, and they started following me. So you have a pretty good following down there. Are people excited for you to come back and see?
Sorry, what about? I forgot.
Are your fans, your followers, are they excited for you to come back and see?
Yes. They waiting me about. I'm going to the event like this. I will leave here Tuesday
Mhm.
and arrived in Wednesday in Brazil. And I have to go to the jackpot.
Okay.
And they asking me, "Hey, you come?" Yeah, I will.
All right.
I'm excited about that.
So do you have any open crowns to take with you, or just
I will take one.
yeah,
Yes.
Good.
I will.
good. I can't wait to see that on Instagram. Make sure you post plenty of pictures of that.
Yeah.
Be sure to tag us every now and then.
Yeah.
I'll tag you.
Okay, good.
Okay.
Connor wants to keep up.
Good.
I want to keep up with the students. I want to
Yeah.
see how everybody's doing. I want to, it helps me know that we're doing a good thing.
Yeah. Well, this is our first international student, and
You're setting the bar high.
yeah, absolutely. It's always great when you can go in there, like we went into Joby's or we went into Best, and we said, okay, we've got a guy from Brazil, a lady from Michigan, another guy from California, Arizona, just like, that's everywhere. I mean, we've got from Brazil to Michigan.
I still kind of disagree with that statement.
We're working on it. I don't know if he's a celebrity yet. We're working on it.
I'm a celebrity to you,
No.
Yeah.
but I mean, think about it. How big are you back home? You're a celebrity back home.
Maybe. I never think of that as celebrity.
No,
Ever.
I'm just a guy people see a lot of,
Yeah.
courtesy of somebody.
Yeah. And now you've got people who are looking for a good hat shaver, and they find one, and they're like, oh man, this guy knows what he's doing. Now we know where to get our hat shaped. So
When we want to make that accessible for everybody. That's the whole point of the class is we want people and we want stores to do well, and we want the customers to be happy.
Yeah. So we're gonna start putting on our website everybody who's taken the class, and where you can go. Like maybe if somebody's in Brazil and they look at the website and they say, "Oh, okay, well we do have a guy who's taken the class in Brazil. Let's go there." Or if you're in California, we've got a guy in Northern California, a guy in Southern California,
just kind
Michigan,
of a network of all the people who we would certify to ship someone's hat.
I have to figure out how to do that. I would love to have one of those little maps where you can just type in your zip code, and then
good idea.
Yeah, I don't know how to make it work yet. We'll figure it out.
I don't know.
For a tech guy, he's not very good at tech.
That's not tech. That's web development. I am not a web developer
Yet.
No, I give up. Not doing it. I don't want anything to do with it. I got enough to do with just trying to figure out cameras and audio. And now I have to figure out how to stream from Vegas.
And about Brazil too.
Oh yeah, and Brazil. We're gonna have to stream from Brazil.
I'm glad that I just show up and make jokes then.
I mean,
that's going to be your
You
deal.
heard the guys. We were late today because I couldn't figure out the tech.
Once again, that's on
new
you.
Software. It's this new software.
That's on you. I just work here.
The software is good because the stream looks good and everything works once you get it working. It's a matter of getting it to function and start up on time. It's the problem. But
so what you're saying is it's the process, about making the process easier.
Yeah.
Kind of like what we spent the past 3 days teaching.
Yeah. We need to figure out a lot of our process because there's a lot that goes into this, and we're only on one camera right now. We've got enough to do 4, but Connor and I we were setting this up, and I was like,
tired.
You know what? Yeah, I was like, you know what? Let's not.
I'm tired, boss.
We're gonna make this.
I'm tired of this, Grandpa.
He said that a lot this weekend.
It's true. It's a lot of work to do the classes.
Yeah.
Every time we're coming up to one, I'm like, oh, this is going to be easy. This is going to be easy. And then by the time we're done, I'm just like, can I go home?
It should have been easy, but we added this extra element of going to Joby's in the stockyard. And
we spent a whole day walking.
Yeah, we did.
I don't walk.
Yeah.
I have a vehicle, so I don't walk.
Yeah. I mean, well, parking was a nightmare in the stockyard. So we kind of had to walk. But what was your favorite part of the stockyard? The rodeo.
Yeah,
okay. Yeah.
The rodeo.
I saw that. I think I asked you last night, said, have you ever seen anything like this? And you said, nope.
No, it's the rodeo. It's really fun.
Yeah. Good. I'm glad you enjoyed yourself. It was just kind of coincidence.
Everything just lined up.
Yes, because we knew we wanted to schedule it for this weekend, and that was because that was the weekend the venue was available. And it turned out to be Red Steagle, and it turned out Joey's grand opening happened, and it turned out we got tickets from American. So, I mean,
everything just lined up.
Yeah. So it was fantastic. The next one probably won't be a Saturday.
We're setting the bar a little bit high for the next one.
I mean, we're not even going to tell you all of the cool stuff that happened because everybody would be like, all right, we
they want their turn.
Yeah. And it ain't going to happen.
But I mean, that goes to show you never know what's going to happen in the stockyards.
Yeah.
You never know what you're going to run into, who you're going to run into, or what's going on.
Yeah. I was trying to think. Yeah, we ran into a lot of cool people. Jerry Gazelle. We ran into him like 4 times this weekend.
Mm-hmm. We saw him every day.
Yeah, we did. Jerry Gazelle was on our podcast a year ago. We talked to him. We talked to him, asked him if he'd want to do the podcast again. And he said, absolutely. So we're gonna figure out when we can get him back. He's also going to Vegas. And so maybe we'll meet up with him there too. So that'll be pretty interesting. What do you got, Connor?
Well, I mean, we also had that event Thursday at Letty's.
We did.
We had a dinner.
Talk to anybody about it? I don't think we did.
We've talked to so many people this weekend. I don't know who we've talked to or who we haven't talked to or what we have talked about.
That's not even an exaggeration.
No.
The networking was strong this weekend, and that was great.
My social battery is very limited.
Network.
very limited capacity of networking, and I kind of got thrust into it quite a bit this weekend and didn't really have a choice.
Yeah.
A little overwhelming, not going to lie. A little overwhelming trying to do all of that. But we started off with that event Thursday night at Lay's. We ran into, that's where I had the opportunity to meet Jerry Gazelle.
Right. Yes.
I'd never met him up until that point.
Yeah. And and well, you'd known James Fenolio.
Oh yeah, I've dealt with him many
Right.
times over the past few years from working at the factory because he's always up at the factory. Then we ran into David Bond,
Right.
the artist.
Right.
We ran into Scott Slusher.
Right. Good.
Obviously Keith Mundy,
Keith Mundy.
his wife Terry,
Absolutely. Yeah.
and then Susan Maddox.
Mhm.
Ran into a bunch of people.
Well, everybody was there.
Some of the guys from Best Hat were there as well.
They were. Yeah.
So we saw a bunch of people there.
Yeah. It was a lot of fun. It was a after hours event. I had rattlesnake, and Connor wouldn't try it.
I stick with what I know. I'm a creature of habit.
Have you ever tried anything rattlesnake? Have you ever eaten rattlesnake?
Oh.
No.
Oh.
See, that means it's okay.
It's fine.
You're outnumbered here. We're
It
gonna
was
win.
good. You missed out. It was good. I don't know if I'd stock the refrigerator with it, but it was.
Then apparently it wasn't that good.
It was worth trying.
Okay, that's the true statement there. It was worth trying.
It was worth trying. Everything. You got to try everything.
I agree. That's fair. I mean,
So why didn't you try the rattlesnake?
because I saw pulled pork and I got excited.
Did you try any Texas barbecue while you were here? You
Yes.
did. Yes, that's right. You told us.
Yes.
You went to Risky's, right?
Yeah, the barbecue is ribs. Like the
Ribs.
Ribeyes.
Barbecue ribs.
yeah, ribs.
Ribs. Barbecue ribs. Yeah. Okay. And it was good.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Glad you liked it. Next time I will give you the place to go. Hard 8 barbecue. Hard 8. It's not in the stockyard, but it's fantastic barbecue.
I saw the scene where
You saw the what?
the scene.
Then.
Sign.
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 Sorry.
My
Sign.
apologies.
Oh,
Yes.
sorry.
Yes.
Sorry
sign,
about
sign.
my
Get with the
English.
program, Joe. Come on now.
Hey, I have enough trouble with Spanish. My Portuguese is way worse than
I
my
struggle with English.
Yes, you do. I have to translate for Connor.
We
all the
talked
time.
about that the other
Yeah.
earlier today. Actually, for some reason, my speech has been going downhill the past few days.
Yes, he thought he was having a stroke.
I'm having strokes in my sleep and just waking up, and one day I'm gonna wake up and just go.
Yes, but Risky's barbecue. I've eaten there. They're in the stockyard. It's not bad barbecue, but Hard 8, fantastic barbecue. And what's the other one in the stockyard?
Cooper's.
Cooper's. That place is a tourist trap. It's not bad food, but man,
It's got the name. Oh, I mean, it's there again. Almost anywhere, I would consider almost anything in the stockyards to be kind of a tourist trap.
right?
That's the whole point of it. I mean,
Well,
I
I
can't
don't
hate
know.
it because look at how much business it brings the city.
I don't know. Letty's has been in that location for years and years.
Well, I'm not talking about them. Those are
Yeah.
established.
Right.
I'm talking,
Well, it's become
stockyard
so
station
expensive.
area.
It's become so expensive. You can't just get a store in stockyards.
No, it's not that well. I mean,
Well, I mean that's all pretty good ways out of the
Fair,
area.
fair.
But if you and I wanted to go get a store in the stockyards, we couldn't afford it. It would just be ridiculous if we could find one.
well, yeah, no, you're right. I was gonna make a joke on that, but it's come and gone before I could even process it.
So, do you have any desire to open your own store eventually?
I don't remember.
You don't think you want a store?
No. Oh. I don't know about that.
Yeah.
I think if I travel around, there for me.
Yeah.
There for my business.
Okay.
I think. Just to have a store, you have to behind the table. Customer.
We've talked about that. Me and him have
Yes.
talked about that before. Of eventually further on down the road, not immediately. We'd like to do something. We just don't know. We haven't decided if we want to be mobile and travel like that, or if we want to actually set up a location, because it's two completely different markets. You can do well traveling, or you can do well with a store if you pick the right place.
Yeah, I think there are advantages to having a store. I think there are advantages to traveling.
Absolutely, there's advantages to both sides.
I think online sales are really
Online
big
sales
right now.
Yeah, absolutely.
If you could combine online with a mobile store, where we could go to places that didn't have good shaping, or easy access to great hats and
right,
good
just
shapers.
doing venues and things
Yeah,
like that. Right,
sure.
right. I don't see why that couldn't be done or couldn't be a thing.
Yeah. Do you guys have any questions? Okay.
So
All
the
right.
first
let's
one
take some
is from
questions.
Joe. Are hat shapes similar in Brazil?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Right.
Are the hat shapes similar in Brazil to what they are here?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, Brazil will have like a similar here, but not like this technically. Like the process
Okay.
to do is not like
Okay.
like here.
All right. So cattleman crown, pretty common.
Yes, in Brazil it's only pre-crease,
Okay.
and I think the guys have a problem about the steamers.
Uh-huh.
If they could,
If they had-
boiler ones,
If they had access to good steamers, it would make a difference.
yes,
Okay.
it would be making
Well, we need to
have a good guys in Brazil.
we need to get James Fenolio to start exporting those to Brazil. Maybe we can hook you up and you be the distributor down there.
Yeah, I'm ready.
There you go. We'll have to talk to him about that because you got to have a good steamer to shape hats.
Make a difference.
What about brims? Brim width, is it?
And it's different styles, like
Yeah.
they are like square and open, a little bit short,
Yeah.
and up, and they want a flat. Yeah,
No dip?
no,
No dip. Okay.
So if I remember correctly, I actually have there's a customer at the store that calls the store every now and then, and I believe she is in Brazil, and she'll order 5 or 6 hats at a time, and they're ranging from a couple of straws to the last order she had was, I think, close to almost $4,000 worth of hats.
Wow.
And they were all cattlemen.
Mm-hmm.
They were a low cattleman, kind of that quarter horse crown, and then quarter horse brims. So that really high and tight, a lot like what
Right.
Emma was wearing, but tighter,
Yeah.
much tighter. And
Like a
every single hat
showcrease
she
or something?
orders, yes, a show crease. Every single hat she orders is shaped that way. And I
Yeah.
believe she is in Brazil, if I remember correctly. I could be wrong.
Hmm.
Brazil or Venezuela. I don't remember.
Well, that's
It's two separate. I know it's two different
two
places.
different languages even.
I'm well aware. I'm tired, boss.
So, how about other equestrian events? Do you have reining and other equestrian events down there?
have a main events you are talking about?
So, where you would have normal rodeo and bull riding. Do you also have horse shows?
Yes, I have a rodeos and a horse shows too.
Okay.
And there's a different shape.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's kind of here too. It's also different.
Yeah, well, there again, you look at the shape. We gave her a hard time the entire class. The shape that Emma, our young lady from Michigan, because she was wearing more of that. What would you call that? Western pleasure, style where it's narrow. It's kind of high and tight, but very little dip.
Mm-hmm.
And she asked me today when you had stepped out. She said, "Does it look bad or does it look goofy?" Like, well, where you're at in your location, it probably looks fine. Down here in Texas, it looked kind of dumb because everyone in Texas has dip.
You told her hat looked dumb?
No, I said down here. If you live down here, yes.
Man, Connor.
She got a little offended. I didn't.
Well, yeah.
It made her dip the hat though. I got her to put some dip in it though.
Did she? Okay. All right.
Once again, bullying another customer.
Good Lord. I don't know how, I mean, you're going to lose customers like that.
Apparently not. Apparently I keep them and gain them.
I don't know.
Once again, you guys are feeding my ego.
Yes. All right. Cancel him. Cancel
Do
him.
it, please. Please cancel me. Then I won't have to do this anymore. Blink, blink.
All right. What other questions do you have?
We have one from Daniel.
Uh-huh.
Does anyone know where he can buy a few practice hats and get a few and a Jiffy steamer before he joins the army?
Okay. We're working on practice hats for people who it'll go to people who have taken the in-person classes first, and then due to availability, we'll then roll it out to the pro hat shapers. But we have to talk to some people about that. We're still working on it. We've got some stuff scheduled. I had an email conversation about this just last week, but because we have we had the school, that'll be on the list of things to take care of this week. So we are working on some very reasonably priced practice hats. We'll see. I'll let you know more on that, but you can always shoot me an email and I will keep you informed. I'll keep your email address, joe@cowboycartelgroup.com. I'll keep your email address, and once we kind of get there, we can let you know what's happening. What else you got?
I'm just watching the Facebook feed on there.
Okay. Questions?
See something in here mentioned of a monkey dance.
Dance, monkey dance?
And maybe get the monkey dance.
I mean, what do we need you to dance for?
Nope.
Shaping? Do we need you to shape something?
Probably so. Probably.
I think there's some shaping to be done after the class, or after the stream.
Maybe. We'll see. Could be talking about my hat. You've been giving me a hard time for mine for the past few days too.
I'm pretty sure you threw it on the ground last night.
I'm not pretty sure I did.
Yeah, you bounced it off the ground.
Proving a point.
1,000x.
It's just a hat.
He's wearing 1,000x and he bounced it off the ground.
I'll do it now.
Brim. No, that'd be too loud. It's too loud.
I'll throw it that way.
No.
Just a hat.
He bounced it off the edge of the brim.
I paid for it.
Yeah.
You know,
he likes doing that. He likes to make people uncomfortable or.
Oh yeah, I love if I can do that and make somebody go.
Yeah,
it's great.
I don't give him the satisfaction. I go.
But I know it hurts him inside.
Not my hat. I don't give a crap.
Quality snob.
What do you mean? I'm just wearing a 200X today.
I'm going to leave that one alone.
What else you got? That's it. No questions. All right. What are we looking at already? Because I'm tired. 9:15. All right. Got any insight on hat shaping that you want to share with anybody? What was the most interesting thing that you learned this week at the class? Details. We teach details because that's my biggest thing.
Let's make a difference.
Yeah.
The point.
Yeah. It is. That's what sets a really good hat shaper apart from a great hat shaper. And I think you mentioned that.
You're absolutely correct there. You're absolutely correct with the details. We are live.
She's new here.
It's her first day too. It's everybody's first day. But no, details. We were talking about this in class.
Mm-hmm.
Many people can shape a hat, and a lot of people can shape them well. But those who can shape a hat well are here.
Mm-hmm.
If you can master the detail stuff, the little details that most people neglect or don't pay attention to or don't care about, you'll be way up here. You won't just be a little bit above. You'll be massively ahead of everyone else. Because like I told you today, your shapes are awesome. You're good on all the shapes. It's just that fine detail stuff, little things that most people aren't going to notice.
That's go to Best Hat, you go to Joby's. Those are where the details are. Those are the premier hat stores, right?
Right.
There are others, in that category, but it's very few. So, absolutely. Well, Joao, we really appreciate you coming down here and taking the class and spending some time with us tonight, talking to us about the differences in, kind of culture in the Western industry for our two countries. So it's been a pleasure having you in the class, and we thank you. And we can't wait to come down and visit you in Brazil. So they've got some pretty fantastic Brazilian barbecue, right?
Yes.
So I've worked with Brazilians before, and when they invite you to a barbecue, you go because
I invite you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
And you.
I'm game. I'm a
Yeah.
food guy. I love food.
Yeah.
But no, we
What, a burger?
absolutely.
Don't have in Brazil.
What is it? Picanha?
I'll be
Is it
fine without
picanha? Is it-
picanha.
Oh,
Yes.
I'll be fine without Whataburger. I think I'll be okay.
Oh, go with picanha.
But no, I do seriously look forward to seeing your social media. I
Mhm.
look forward to seeing things you post and seeing how your shaping progresses even more beyond what you already are. I
Right.
look forward to that.
Absolutely. So really appreciate it. Thanks for coming out.
I appreciate it. And I'm a pleasure. My pleasure. Here and do my first podcast.
Ah, cool. Cool.
And I learned a lot
Okay.
at the class, and that's it. I'm thankful.
Good deal. We appreciate you.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
All right, guys. So 200X giveaway from Joby's Hats coming up. I will work with him now that we've got the grand opening out of the way, and we'll get something lined up for that coming up real soon. Connor and I will be at Fenolio Boot Store on Wednesday doing a recorded podcast, and you guys will get to see that pretty soon. So stay tuned. Lots more to come this month, or actually next month. So, all right. Thanks for joining us tonight, and we'll see you next time.
Thank you guys. Y'all have a
Thank
good
you.
evening.
Thank you. Obrigado.
Obrigado.